Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to hear the first presenter, Ms. Yuria Serai. Ms. Serai will make a presentation with the title, Take Action for Children Who Need Help. Let's welcome Ms. Yuria Serai.
Please have a look at this picture. What do you imagine when looking at this? You might think they are wandering around town with no purpose. Next, I want you to look at this picture. You can see many high-rise buildings that modern cities often have. When you see this picture, you would think it is a view of famous cities such as New York and Tokyo. Surprisingly, both of these pictures were taken in the same city. It's Manila, the capital of the Philippines. In recent years, the economy of the Philippines has been developing rapidly, and many modern buildings and resorts have been built in the areas around Manila. A lot of companies from other countries have also launched their businesses there. This stimulates the domestic economy in the Philippines, so it seems the country is prospering these days. On the other hand, while the country has developed, many people have been left in need, especially children. Therefore, I'd like to give my presentation about the problem they confront and introduce the solutions I believe we have. In the Philippines, many children are facing a lot of difficulties. Some lose their homes, others even lose their families. In Japan, we cannot imagine what the situation will be like. Children in the Philippines live on the street, so people call them street children. The population of the Philippines is about 109 million, and the number of street children is about 250,000, which is equal to the population of Sasebo. They make their living working as subordinates of gangs or finding resources from garbage sites which can be exchanged for money. There are three categories of street children. First, children of the street who have family but who hardly go home. They have little food at home. Second, children on the street who work on the street during the day and return home at night. Third, abandoned children who have no family. They live their lives with other children who are in similar situations. The number of street children has increased. So what is the cause? Needless to say, it's poverty. Farmers living in rural areas leave their homes in order to earn money in the cities. The cities are full of various things which people can buy, but it is only the affluent that can buy those things. Many people from rural areas have no home to live. They are forced to live their lives in slums, engaging in part-time work or daily employment. These circumstances exacerbate income disparity between citizens. Some who feel dissatisfied with inequality can often fall drug abuse or become addicted to alcohol. Adults who lose the ability to feed their families can fail to bring up their children. What's worse, they sometimes abuse their children. As the result, children who are abandoned by their parents start to live as street children. So what is needed to overcome poverty? I think education plays an important role to overcome poverty. Children in the Philippines should have opportunities to receive an education so that they can acquire essential skills for work. It's especially necessary for them to learn the following four skills and knowledge: literacy, basic calculation, information gathering, health and sanitation. If they can learn these 4 skills, they will have more chance to work and make money. Those can help reduce the number of children who live on the street and involved in crime. In Japan, we learn these skills before we start work. It's natural for us to learn these essential skills in our lives. However, we have to notice the difference between Japan and the Philippines. Look at this graph. This graph shows the enrollment ratio in Japan and the Philippines. The enrollment ratio in the Philippines is not significantly low. The most remarkable difference is percentage of students who graduate from school. In Japan, almost all students graduate from school, while many students don't graduate in the Philippines. This is because many families suffer from poverty and children are forced to work to help their parents. So, is there anything we can do to help them? In my opinion, we should take action even if it's trivial. So I'd like to suggest these 3 steps. First, stay informed. Join events or activities to learn about international issues and gather a lot of information about the world. For example, we can join events which our volunteer groups are hosting. And of course, it's important to listen to people who measure international issues. And of course, we can use the internet or books to gather information too. Second, we need to express our ideas based on the information we have gathered. Nowadays, there are many kinds of SNS, such as Facebook or Twitter. We can share our opinions about international issues with people all over the world using SNS. We can create hashtags, for example. How can we take action? Or think about international issues. We can post our ideas with hashtags on the web. By doing so, we can share our ideas with many people who are interested in these issues. Third, reach out to those who have not only the same opinions, but also different ones. SNS, especially with hashtags, makes it easier to discuss various issues. And we can make use of like or share on the SNS to propagate our ideas. We can create new kind of solutions to our international issues. We have to know what is occurring before taking action. And we have to convey our opinions and knowledge to people around us. If we realize people are connected with each other, I believe this has a power to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sarai. We'll wait a few moments until the judges are ready.